Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to be doing an overview of the pitfall traps. So in the first part of this video, we will be discussing the instructions for setting pitfall traps. So pitfall traps are a technique widely used by entomologists to catch ground-dwelling insects. The goal of this portion of the project is to assess the biodiversity of dwelling insects in your green space. Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to be talking about the pitfall traps that you guys will be setting. Hello everyone. In this video, we will be doing an overview of the pitfall traps that you guys will be setting. So part one of this video will be the instructions for setting the pitfall traps. So pitfall traps are a technique widely used by entomologists in order to catch ground-dwelling insects. The goal of this portion of the project is to assess the biodiversity of ground-dwelling insects in your green space. So many of you may be wondering, how do pitfall traps work? So these traps are made by digging a hole in the ground and placing a cup filled with soapy water inside. And ground-dwelling insects will walk by and they might fall in. And because insects are so small and water has a high surface tension, the insects will be trapped in the cup. So this would be like you falling into a giant pool of Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. We are going to be going over the pitfall traps that you guys will be setting. Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. In this video, we will be doing an overview of the pitfall traps that you guys will be setting. So in the first part of this video, we will be looking at the instructions. So pitfall traps are a technique used by entomologists in order to capture ground-dwelling insects. The goal of this portion of the project is to assess the biodiversity of ground-dwelling insects in your green space. You might be wondering how pitfall traps work. So these traps are made by digging a hole in the ground and placing a cup filled with soapy water inside. Ground-dwelling arthropods will fall in as they're walking by, and because insects are so small and water has a high surface tension, the insects will become trapped and cannot get out of the cup. So this would be similar to you falling in a giant pool of maple syrup. It has a hold on you and it would be very difficult for you to get out. And this is what the cup of soapy water is like to them. So here we've got an overview of the steps for setting the traps. So you're going to start by digging a hole in the ground. You're going to put a cup filled with soapy water in the hole and then fill up the rest of the hole with dirt so the lip of the cup meets the ground. This is really important because you don't want insects to have to crawl over any boundaries in order to get in the cup. Then you will put a protective covering on top of the trap. You're going to leave it for 48 hours. Then you will check the trap, identify the insects, separate the insects by order, and take pictures of each order, and then you will fill in the database form. So for detailed instructions, please go to this link and watch this video. So as for the frequency, you will be setting your pitfall traps twice a year, once in the fall and once in the spring. So here we've got an exercise. So pretend this is what you caught in your pitfall trap. How would you identify these insects? Pause the video right here and try to identify these insects, and then we will go over it together. All right, welcome back. I'm assuming you guys paused the video. So this first insect right here, that is an earwig, and we can tell because it has the cerci on its abdomen. This insect right here is a beetle, and these insects down here are ants. So if you had any difficulty with this, please go back over the introductory modules where we discussed how to tell different insect orders apart. So this next part, we will be looking briefly at safety. So when setting and checking your traps, you need to be cautious of live insects. Arthropods that live on the ground, such as ants, spiders, and scorpions, have the potential to harm you. So safety around spiders and scorpions. Not all spiders and scorpions are venomous or poisonous. However, we do not want to take a chance on you getting hurt. If you encounter a spider or a scorpion in the field, you just want to leave it alone. If there is a dead spider or scorpion in your trap, scoop it out with the spoon, being careful not to touch it. If there is a live spider or scorpion in your trap, leave it alone and wait for it to leave or wait for it to die. And a last note on safety, again, don't touch any live insects, stay away from any insects that you know to be harmful, and be cautious observers of all insects and show them respect. So thank you for tuning in, and good luck setting your pitfall traps.